Hi, I'm back after kind of a long hiatus. Um, I've still been studying and I wrote several of these posts a long time ago and never got around to making the companion video. So here I am. And the first one I'm going to look at is the miracle when Jesus healed the demoniacs at in the Gerasenes or Gadarenes, depending on which account you look at. And one of the things I go over actually in the blog post is that there are a lot of experts who look at that particular tension, as we would call it, and say that it is not, in fact, a contradiction, that there is an explanation for why there could be one account that says it was in one place and another account that calls it something else, and the contradiction of Matthew saying there were two men and uh, the other two accounts talking about just one of them. So take a look at the post and see what some of the experts have to say about those apparent contradictions and how, in fact, they may not be contradictions at all. So I've been reading this story my whole life, right? And one thing that jumped out at me this time that maybe I hadn't considered before is that the demons went into approximately 2,000 pigs, which is crazy. And at the time, legion was a military term that would have referred to about 6,000 men. So either the term was not used literally and the demons referred to themselves as legion, but it wasn't literal, or literally there were 6,000 of them and then it would have been like 3 per pig or whatever. Even if it was just 2,000, that's crazy. I, that's just so much, and I just couldn't fathom it. All of a sudden, I read this and I just was blown away. Um, and then they go into the pigs even after they've begged Jesus not to send them to this horrible place where they would wait until uh, the end times. Um, but then once they go into the pigs jump off the cliff and kill themselves anyway. So I'm not sure. I couldn't find out information about where those demons would have gone afterward, but I would think that they would still have ended up in the place where they didn't want to go. So the pigs also represented considerable wealth, either for some Jews who had sort of gotten lax on their um, obedience to some of the Jewish laws, which included not touching or eating pork. Some say that maybe they were selling pork to other people, that they weren't actually eating it, but that they were raising it. And other ones say that maybe they were acting as herders for Gentiles who owned the pigs and the Jews just worked for them. But either way, um, it would have been considered disobedient to some of the original food laws that they had been given. So, some people say maybe, Jesus had a plan when he let the demons go into the pigs, and maybe it serves them right for being lax or disobedient. But either way, once it happened, once the pigs were gone, the people asked Jesus to leave. Partly probably because they were afraid. Maybe the owners of the pigs were Gentiles and had no idea what they were dealing with. Or, they were Jews and realized they had been caught out doing something wrong. But either way, it's it was sort of, I don't know, maybe a little bit just that the pigs didn't make it. Um, but this is kind of a long blog post, so take a look. There's just a lot to explore in these passages, and I just found a lot of it very interesting, and a story that I've heard so much, I was able to see in a new way. So I hope you guys like it, and we'll see you next time.